A long time ago, the Yoshis embarked on an adventure to rescue baby Luigi from the clutches of Kamek, the villainous Magikoopa. They battled villains, large and small, on their quest. Thanks to the Yoshi's bravery, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and the entire island were saved from danger. Once again, peace reigned on Yoshi's Island until one day. And that, my friends, is the intro to Yoshi's Island DS. Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Going to be covering Yoshi's Island DS, the quote-unquote sequel to the original Yoshi's Island, Super Mario World 2. I say in quotes because I feel like this game and Yoshi's New Island have really screwed up the timeline and the canosity of the Mario series and the Mario timeline. So I can't really even say if this game is canon and actually is part of the timeline or not, just because it's so freaking random and weird. But regardless, this is my new Let's Play. I did the original back in 2009, I think, and I'm very much looking forward to doing this game as well. It's been a long time since I've actually done a Yoshi's Island game, or a Yoshi game. So, let's get started. Yeah, I'm gonna start a new game, obviously. You can fix your buttons if you want. There's a few different ways you can do this. I'm just gonna stick with the traditional controls, the controls that feel right to me anyway. Anyhow, let's get started. The sun shines bright on Yoshi's Island, home of all Yoshis. Yoshi is enjoying the beautiful day with a leisurely stroll. Suddenly, out of nowhere, some babies drop out of the sky. Miraculously, the babies appear to be just fine. One of the babies looks very familiar to Yoshi. Well, he should. Now, where did those brats go? Ah! Incompetent fools! Kamek, the evil Magikoopa, returns to his castle with his toadies following. Kamek's plan is revealed. He's kidnapping babies from all around the world. The Yoshis hold a meeting to decide what to do with the babies who fell from the sky. Baby Mario looks forlorn and confused. There were more babies, and they have all been kidnapped. Baby Mario can't save them by himself. Once again, the Yoshi clan decides to save the day. This time, the stork is coming with them too. A new journey begins. Can the Yoshis and babies triumph over Kamek and save baby Luigi? Let's find out. Welcome back to Yoshi's Island. So this is actually kind of cool. This is a recreation of the original tutorial level in Yoshi's Island 1, or, you know, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. But yeah, I am doing the sequel to this game now. It's been a long time, like I said. I did this back in 2009 or 2010. Now that I think about it, I think it was 2010, not 9. So it's been about 5 years. But this game, although I do not love it as much as the original game, I do have a little bit of respect for it for trying something new and actually trying to revive the series after so long, because this was easily like 10 or 11 years after, or maybe even 9 years, I don't know the exact amount of time that passed, but this is a long time after the original game, like 2 or 3 generations later, so obviously it's not going to be perfect. It's a new company's take on the series after all, so I think that Artoon did a decent job with this game, honestly. But for the most part, it's exactly like Yoshi's Island. You have to take Mario, or in this case, the babies, to the end of the level, and thus to the end of the game. There is a 100% completion requirement, which requires you to get all stars, red coins, and flowers in a level. And there's also a new collectible as well, but I'll get into that a little bit later. These are flowers. Flowers, you'll get a 1-up if you collect all 5, and they'll also give you 10 points each. So they're a big part of your score. And yeah, you get 100 points if you get everything in a level. Red coins are coins that kind of hide with normal coins. As you can see, those coins looked exactly like the yellow coins, but they were in fact red coins. Just kind of have to keep your eyes open and try to get all the coins. You'll generally find all of the red coins in that fashion. And these are stars. You collect 30 of them. And they also serve as, I guess, hit points in a sense. Where if you get hit, Baby Mario will fly off Yoshi's back, and you have to retrieve him before your stars reach 0, because the stars will start counting down. And that's pretty much it, really. I don't think I really have to discuss any more than that. That's kind of how the basic 100% requirements will work. Okay, I didn't get all the coins, but I don't think any... I better do it just to make sure. Okay, yeah. I should have known. I don't think there was anything of major importance to get in there. It's cool, though. And if I didn't say it, there are 20 red coins in a level, so all of those things added together will end up equaling 100 points. That's basically it. Be on the lookout for hidden clowns and not clowns, clouds, because sometimes they'll be hidden in pretty awkward and weird places. And if you haven't noticed, this level is actually very similar to the original first level of Yoshi's Island. It's not the exact same, there are a few differences, but for the most part it's the same idea. I think some of the collectibles are also in different places. Also, go down pipes as often as possible, because I feel like this game has has kind of a fetish with hiding objects that you need for 100% in random pipes. Even more so than Yoshi's Island 1, so I think getting 100% in all the levels is definitely tougher in this game. But in terms of just completing it, I do feel like this game's a lot easier, but 100% I think is definitely harder. At least in my opinion. Not necessarily because it's difficult or hard, but because it's tedious. I guess that's kind of how the difficulty is different in this game compared to the original. It's more of a tedious difficulty than a challenge difficulty. You can also get a lot of lives in this game. Lives are very easy to rack up here. So we'll have a lot of lives as we go throughout the game. Just making sure there's nothing down here. I don't think there is. Let us continue. But yeah, because this is the DS version of the game, obviously the top screen, or rather the two screens in general, kind of just function as a continuation of the normal screen, where you can kind of see things that are above you in the game. And you can also see things that are below you if you happen to be on the top screen. So that's basically how that works. Okay, here is the new collectible added to this game. This is a baby coin. Every level has one baby coin, and in order to collect it, you need to just touch it with the baby that's on the coin. There are a multitude of babies you can get in this game, and Mario is only just one of them, so we'll be getting other babies as we go throughout. Each baby has their own unique abilities, which is kind of cool. I kind of like how they handled that. And, yeah, in order to get 100%, you need to collect all the baby coins, and I'm going to be doing that in this playthrough. But yeah, that was the first level. Didn't really take a lot of time, so we can move on to the next level. In the original project, I know I did one level per video. I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I think I'm just going to do my traditional style of basically playing until 20 minutes or so. Or, I don't know. I just keep playing, I record a whole session, and then I just kind of divide it up how I see fit. That's basically how I'm going to be doing this. Let's go ahead and start with level 2. Hit the M blocks. So one of Baby Mario's features is, first of all, he can run really fast. He can make Yoshi run really fast. I think he's the fastest character. But he can also hit these Mario blocks. And these blocks only appear if you have Mario. So if you have any other baby, they're not going to show up at all. But if you get all the coins, or if you hit the blocks once, they'll become solid. And then, whenever you switch babies, they'll remain solid. So you have to hit them while you have Mario out before you switch babies. But we're not going to be able to get to baby switching until about halfway through this world, so we're going to be stuck with Baby Mario for right now. Not that I have a problem with that, because I love Baby Mario. Baby Mario is probably my favorite baby to use in this game, honestly. There are some other really cool babies, but, you know, Baby Mario just feels natural to me, so because he feels natural, that's what I feel the most comfortable with doing. You know me, though. I love my classic Super NES games, and Yoshi's Island is definitely one of my all-time favorites, so, you know, things that feel natural are obviously going to be my favorites, I think. Alright, nice aim. The aiming can get a bit weird sometimes because due to the nature of this game, sometimes you don't know if you're going to be aiming straight at something that's on the top screen, because I feel like with the way the screens work in this game, it kind of tries to account for the little hinge part of the DS where you can't really see, like, the two screens aren't connected like by the actual windows. They're connected by, you know, a hinge and part of the system in general, so it tries to account for that. That's why it's not, like, evenly split, I feel, across the middle. If that makes any sense. I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. But one of the cool things about this game, and one of the reasons why I'm actually playing this game right now, is the fact that this game actually recently came out for the Wii U's Virtual Console. Which means that recording DS games is going to be a lot easier for me. I gotta admit, I don't exactly have access to a DS capture device right now, because I ended up giving that capture device I did have, which I used for, let's see, I used for New Super Mario Bros., I used for Kirby Squeak Squad. I think those were the only two DS games I've really done. But I basically used that capture device, and I actually gave that DS to Fire Kitty. So that is her DS now, so I do not have the ability to record DS games at the moment. But because this game is on Virtual Console, I can play it for you guys. I had to take some liberties with editing the video so the screens look the way they do, because there's not really any good layouts for the Wii U version of this game that look good just by itself. So I added a border. I also just kind of fiddled with the video and made it look in a very unique way. Gave it a border as well, which I think is a lot more interesting looking than just a random black space next to the videos. So that's essentially what I did for this. But essentially the point I was getting at there is because you need both screens, I have to have them on top of each other, and this is the best way to do it. So sorry if the screens do look a little small, but there's not much I can really do about that. Also, this little circle right here, this is where the baby coin would be, but I do not have the right baby, so I cannot collect it right now. So I'm going to have to come back later when I have more babies I can use. Okay, let's, oh, okay, we have a mini game right here. I do like that they actually put in some new mini games as well. And, you know, in the original game you had, like, the balloon throwing game, the balloon busting game, the watermelon seed spitting game. They actually came up with some new games here, and I kind of like that. Okay, the object here is to fly as far as you can. Flutter jump as many times as you can to fly the furthest. How far can you fly? Well, let's see. This game can actually be kind of difficult because you need to press the A button or the jump button at a very specific point. If you get the timing right, you can go really, really far, but I'm not really sure. I think I got 2 lives for that. It's hard to tell what that means because I feel like there are different rankings you can get for those games, like gold, silver, and bronze. And, you know, when you get bronze, it has the bronze color medal, and it has, like, a 3 on it. But does that mean you get 3 lives, or does that just mean that's the 3rd best ranking? I really don't know, like, what exactly those mean. I'll have to try to figure it out at some point. Oh, shoot. Okay, it's okay if I miss some coins here, because as long as I get the flowers, that's all that matters. Actually, maybe not. Maybe I do have to come back in here. I think some of those are red coins, so that's why I might need to go back. Thankfully, the switch respawns and the blocks actually go back to their normal position. Okay, now I got everything in here. Never mind. But thankfully, with the way the baby coins work in this game, you don't have to get 100% and get the baby coins in one run through. As long as you get 100 points and then come back later to get the baby coins, that's fine. I'm glad they actually did it that way. Because that would have been a pain, having to come back and do the 100% run multiple times. Thank God. Come on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get some coins. I think I'm pretty good for 100% right now. The first 3 levels of the game are pretty straightforward and self-explanatory, I feel like. You don't really have to go out of your way to get all the collectibles. They're usually in plain sight, I feel like. Okay, and that's obviously going to be the flower. I can already tell. Yep. And that's 100%. So let's get to the end, which is right here, and level 2 completed. We'll be back later for that baby coin. And no bonus games yet. Or bonus challenges. Oh, minigame unlocked. And a 1-up. I think the minigame is just the minigame that we played. I'll try to verify that right now. Let me go back to the main game. Okay, yeah, it's the Flutter Challenge, so... Okay, cool. So you can go back there and practice that game as much as you want, which is kind of nice.